So, so exciting. Okay, so everyone's watching me real quick. Adding and subtracting starts off, Hannah's watching me, starts off really, really easy. And then all of a sudden it's no longer fun anymore. So today, enjoy. So this is what you learned when you were in fourth grade. Your teacher said this. She said 1/5 plus 2/5. And what she told you was adding fractions is easy. If you have a common denominator, you just take your denominator, 5, and you add your numerators. 1 plus 2, and you were good. Life was good. This was a good day. It got dark later, but not this day, right? This is what we're doing today. You will like it. It will not be hard. The only thing that we're adding in is something that you actually did add in third grade, and you added in this little piece. Let's get rid of that, and let's change it just the tiniest bit and make this 7 and 3. So when you were a little kid, you said common denominator, yay. You got 5. You went 7 plus 3, and you got 10. But your teacher said you cannot stop. What do you need to do? You need to simplify. You need to reduce it. So it was just 2 or 2/1. So if you're going to write some notes down, because I got it ready for you, here are the notes that you need. Number one thing it says, if the denominators are the same, right? It's got a common denominator. What you're going to do is keep the denominator the same and combine the numerators. Super easy. But there is a second step. And the second step, the lady who does the software said it in fancy math terms. I'm going to have you write it down in goofy Mrs. Tarantino terms and see if you guys know what this means. Every time we do any fractions in this class, we end with FCS. Does any factor, cancel, squish? Every single time. You've got to factor these babies at the end. You got to cancel if you can, and you squish your answer together. Now, the good news is I hate doing these problems when there's no canceling. It's super unfulfilling to me. So I only assign stuff where there's good canceling. So if you do a problem tonight and you're like, there's no canceling, I'm telling you, you did it wrong, because I hate that. It's just super unfulfilling to me. And you know what? By God, it's my classroom, so I can make the freaking rules. Okay, so let's try a few of these babies. They're easy. You will like them. They go fast. Most people will finish their homework really, really fast. So the first thing that we want to do, I'm going to do this to make my life good. I'm going to throw a 1 on there. These all have common denominators tonight. So easy. So we just grab our denominator. Yay. And then we add our numerators. And remember, with adding, it's like terms. Letters with letters, numbers with numbers. We're not multiplying. So no squareds or anything on this one. It's 1n plus 3n's is 4n's. Woohoo! 4n. Now, normally, I would get all excited and be like, I'm done. But factor, cancel, squish. There's no factoring. You got it. I can do some canceling. 4 goes into 4 once. 4 goes into 2, 8 2 times. So my answer, n/2. Oh, God, that's crazy. Okay.
Would you be mad if you wrote 1 n/2?
I would never be mad about that. I love 1. 1 is my friend forever. Let's step up our game by just a tiny bit. We are going to do a couple things. I like those ones there. You don't need them, but I want to remind you we are adding the W's. So here's what I have on the bottom, a 10, but help me with the top. I have how many W's? 1 W and 1 W. 2 W, not W squared. Remember, you only change your last name when you multiply, because that's what happens when you have sex. You change your name because you get married. Okay. Oh my God, I said that on the thing. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Okay.
What happens if you play that in front of your parents?
I swear, you guys are going to get me fired. But luckily, you know, I'm going to so there you go. And 16, right? So normally, I would be like, woohoo! I'm done, but I'm not. I got to factor cancel squish. So let's take a look at that top. What can I take out of the top? A 2. So I'm left with 2 on the outside, W plus 8. And on the bottom, I have 10. Married guys with married guys, single guys with single guys. Yeah, because the 2 goes into 2 one time, 2 goes into there 5 times, W plus 8, or 1W plus 8 over 5, right? This really is about as hard as it gets. We're going to do a few more, but it doesn't get much worse than this. Aiden, question? No? Hey, how about you do this one on your own? Could you do that one on your own for me, please? Oh, you're going to love that. And it's got a great answer, like a really fulfilling answer. It does. You'll see. I love when it comes down to like one number. You know what? Just hit him. Just hit him.
Wow.
Just kidding. We don't hit students.
Yeah, we don't condone violence against
That's it.
Woman Kemper.
Woman Jeffrey.
Did you just nod, Miss Tarantino?
No, never. You guys ready? Let's take a look. Here's what I got. X plus 4 on the bottom.
No way.
You know what? 5x plus 20, I can't even combine them. So I just write them, and I would like to be done, but you know me, love to cancel. So I'm going to take out a 5 from both. 5 comes out, so I'm left with x plus 4. And on the bottom, I have x plus 4. Married people with married people, single people with single people. Married, answer.
Cancer.
Cancer. Answer is 5. Love that one.
Do you want us to back to the next one?
Yeah, so here we go. The next one, the math part is easy. The factor cancel squish, a little bit of a pain in the butt. So let's take a look at this one. On the top, we're just going to get v plus 8. And on the bottom, we get v squared minus 5v, plus 5v minus 24. Now, normally, you would look at that and say there's nothing that comes out. It looks like you're done. But you guys know we always got to factor cancel squish because there could be married people hiding in your problem, right? So factors of 24 that make 5 is going to be v plus 8 and v minus 3. Is that right? So here's what happens. Married couple with a married couple. Now, I had kids in first period who shouted out, v minus 3 is the answer. But that is not the answer, is it? 1 over, right? Because it's in the denominator. We got to put his little hat on, and we got to get him something to go on top. Yeah. Love that problem. I like these. Again, tomorrow, not so much. Today, yes. Last two, best two. This one's not hard. I don't know why I threw it on. Could you give it a try? I tell you, it doesn't matter how many times I do those x squared minus somethings. Everyone forgets how to factor it. It's like every day, it's like Groundhog Day. We start all over. And then I show you how to factor it, and it's like, oh, yeah, now I remember.
Wow.
This one's a pain to factor. X plus 5, x minus 5. Man, it's just hard to remember that. I don't know why. X plus 5 is cancel. Oh, so pretty. X minus 5. Love that answer. We got one last one to do, and I'm not going to lie. The last one's rigorous. It's everything kind of we've done in algebra the entire year. So here we go. We got a lot to do here. You guys ready? Okay, last one. Hannah's watching me on this last one, and then I'm quiet. You got this. So let's start off easy. And the first thing that we're going to do is x squared minus 4. I didn't lose anyone there. Yay. Now I'm going to make my line really big because I got a lot of stuff to put on here. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this in 2 steps. I'm just going to lay everything on top, and then I'm going to combine it in a second. So watch what I'm going to do. I've got an x squared and a plus 1. I've also got a plus 5x. And here's the one thing I need you guys to watch for. This is why I put this problem on there. When you are doing minus, please remember, it doesn't just minus the first guy, it minuses both guys. Remember, we said if someone was going to come in and bring everyone in this class a $100 bill, and they walked in and they saw Joe first, they couldn't hand him the $3,600. That's crappy. He's got to spread it around to everyone. Same thing here. It's not just minus the 2x, it's minus the 11 as well, because we are in essence distributing that negative. It's a trick that I just got to remind you. So let's do this. Let's count all of our x squareds. Well, it looks like to me, I only have one of them. I just got this dude right here. So I have x squared. Is that cool? Just one x squared. Is that cool? Now let's count all of our x's. Let's find all of just our x's. I'm going to do them in blue. I got this guy and I got this guy. So how many x's do I have? 3. Beautiful. Plus 3 x. And now this is one that's a little bit tricky. Let's find all of just our regular old in green numbers. I got this 1 over here, and then very nice, Joe. -10. Beautiful, beautiful. -10. Now normally we would say, hey, we're done, but we got a factor cancel squish. So I know you're tired of listening to me, so I'm going to blow through it for you, and then I'm going to let you work on your homework. But if I was going to factor this, I would go x plus 5, x minus 2, and this guy is going to be x plus 2, x minus 2, and then it looks like I got a little bit of crazy canceling. I love doing that because it's making me happy. There we go. And so it's x plus 5, x minus 2. It's a lot. That's a lot. So here's your assignment for tonight. Goodbye, Kobe.